If you're concerned about the politicians in the parliament buildings being corrupt, then you're going to want to watch this stream. For those who don't know, back in 2014, brother of federal cabinet minister Tim Upal was charged in a drug sting. As it turns out, he's actually been charged other times for criminal behavior. And there's also a lot of very interesting things surrounding Tim Upal, his brother, other connections, and potentially things like mortgage fraud, which we're going to get into. But I wanted to have this interview on with a very, very brave independent investigative journalist in Canada, Mocha Bezirgan. He broke this story yesterday, and he's with me right now. This is In Depth, how former Minister Tim Upal's brother avoided trial twice on drug and firearms charges.
A Canadian federal minister, his Department of Justice lawyer wife, and his brother, charged with cocaine trafficking, all listed the same residential address. That address, owned by their parents, was purchased for approximately $400,000, sold for $1.1 million within a year, and then repurchased for just $1. Judicial conflict of interest, money laundering, mortgage fraud, political finance violations. Here's where it gets even more shocking. The minister's brother wasn't just charged once, but twice in 7 years with firearm and drug offenses. Yet, Crown prosecutors dropped the charges both times, letting him walk free, while his co-accused were convicted.
Very interesting. Very interesting. So in this drug sting that happened in 2014, multiple people were charged, Tim Upal's brother being one of them. And uniquely, Tim Upal's brother, and Tim Upal was a sitting MP at the time, got off on these charges, was not criminally persecuted or prosecuted. Is that accurate?
That's right. Well, yes, in 2014, Edmonton police raided 3 properties and a vehicle, and they arrested 4 people, charged them with cocaine trafficking and various other crimes. And but when it came to the prosecution, the prosecutor let off Upal's brother and another Sikh, while securing convictions for the 2 other non-Sikh white accused. Basically, this raises eyebrows because we never heard about this in the news. This is what we all knew about. In 2014, when the charges were laid, mainstream media reported that minister's brother, Tim Upal was the Minister of Multiculturalism at the time. The news reported that minister's brother charged with cocaine trafficking. But here's what they failed to report. Here's where they failed to go deeper. The address listed in that court document from 2014 for Raymond Preet Singh Upal, Tim Upal's brother, is the same address listed by Tim Upal, his wife Kiran Binder, and the address is owned by their parents. And the address has its own history, which is very questionable. But basically, you basically have all these elements under the same roof. And Upal was claiming that he had no idea, he didn't know his brother's charges, he learned from the news, etc. Here's a question for the Edmonton police. They need to answer this question. They say they raided 3 houses and 1 vehicle. Why did they not raid 4 houses? They had 4 accused. Did they not raid the Ellerslie Road property associated with Tim Upal and his wife, who is a Department of Justice lawyer, who is a former World Sikh Organization executive? Why did they not raid 4 houses? Now here's where it gets tricky. Whether they raided that property or not, it is still a scandal. It's a scandal if they have raided it. It is a scandal if they have not raided it. Just the simple fact that this individual, who is a brother to a minister at the time, and his brother's wife works at the Department of Justice as a lawyer, and he gets away. The charges are dropped. The question is, were the charges dropped because he was innocent, or were they dropped because of his family connections? These are very, very powerful people, and they're very connected to very powerful people. Here's another aspect mainstream media failed to uncover. This individual, Raymond Preet Singh Upal, he faced similar charges in 2008. He was charged with having drugs in his possession, various firearm storage charges. He had a firearm, allegedly a firearm, in his car, and the serial number was defaced, etc. Now, again, he was let off. He was let off. Prosecutors say, okay, we're not going to prosecute. You're free to go. Why? Why are they not prosecuting? Is it because they have no case against him? Or is it because he shares the same address with a Department of Justice lawyer, a federal minister, a federal MP?